Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first of three kind of identical shows this Saturday and Sunday in the week before Valentine's Day. And I'm calling them my 9 creativity keys. I'll just say hello to you. I'm looking like this today. Hello, me and Lady Eiffel here with you today. And I'm going to give you 9 very simple, almost childish tips or principles to help you be more creative. Now, I'm running a creativity masterclass starting on Monday, and I'd love you to join. So I will be telling you about that in a little while, and as interspersed with my 9 creativity tips or keys, if you like. This is the first of 3, and they're all going to be the same. And I haven't done this since last year, so I'm going to be winging it. I'm going to be making it up as I go along almost. Not sure what I'm going to say. I've got the 9 tips, and we'll take it from there. Now, my name is Sab, and I live in and around Paris, and I have done for over half my life, which, if you want to do the calculation, I've been in Paris for about 28 years now. So you see roughly where we are on the age scale. So I kind of fell in love with the Eiffel Tower, sold my soul to Paris, and the Eiffel Tower is now my artistic muse, and Paris is my creative inspiration. I spend about half my time creating and the other half helping people to be as creative as they would love to be. And by people, I mean you. People like you who are watching this video. Feel free to say hello in the comments, by the way. It's not a rehearsed thing. So you say hello and I'll say hello back. If you're on one of the pages where this is streaming direct, so in my Infinite Creativity Now group, or on my Facebook profile, or on YouTube. So my aim in life is to create as much as I possibly can and to share it and to learn from that. I call that the creativity cycle: to create, to share, to learn, and then to create again. And of course, other people are involved in that as well. My creativity cycle links with others. So when somebody else creates something and shares it with me, I appreciate and learn from what they've done, and that inspires me. And it goes around in a beautiful sort of infinity shape, if you will, which is one of my symbols. Infinity is one of my big symbols that I love. I'm pretty into symbols. I like rainbows too. So my creativity, before I go into the 9 tips, which I'm going to give you 9 quick tips and show you a little bit about the masterclass. This should take about maybe half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, by the way. I'll just tell you what I create. With no pretension, no saying it's good or bad. It's just what it is. And that's what I advise people to do. Just create. Just say, this is what I did today, and move on. And those that like it will, and those that don't won't. And nothing's going to happen apart from that. But you'll find that many, many people do appreciate it when you create. When you let your true genius out, when you are you and you produce stuff that is coming from your heart, that nobody else could have done because they haven't lived the life that you have, that is when the magic happens. And that's what I encourage you to do. And it's not always easy. So that's why I'm here to hold your hand, to show you me creating on a daily basis and simply saying, this is what I created today. Here it is. And now I'm going to do something else. And whatever happens, happens. So I create a photograph. I publish a Paris photograph every day, along with the text. Often there are poems, and I also paint. Okay, I do other stuff. You know, I pretend I'm going to be a great bonging drum player, a wonderful juggler, and probably a few other things, although that doesn't include singing. But that's my creative stuff. I found it, I love it, and that's what I do. I also do a lot with words. I also teach English, and I create English resources. I've got a couple of English websites. So I'm obsessed by words, obsessed by images, obsessed by creating, and obsessed by helping you to create as much as you can. I don't live in a vacuum. My creativity has no meaning for me whatsoever if I can't share it with other people and then inspire them to create. So I will show you a little bit about my masterclass, which is starting on Monday, and give you the special offer. But first of all, I'm going to give you my 9 creativity keys. And these are pretty high level. And you've got to sort of work around it. And I'm going to show you the first one to show you what I mean. And this is based on many, many years of experience of creating and helping others create. And this is, number one, is one of the most difficult things of all when it comes to creating anything. Can you guess what it is? By the way, say hello in the comments if you're watching. Just type it in, hello, and I should be able to see it. Here's the first one. In all its glory, just jolly well start. Just start. Starting your project may be 80% of the effort. Not 80% of the work, of course. The work is, but how do you get going on the work? You have to start. There has to be a day where instead of not having done anything on your project, you've done something on your project. And psychologically, it's tough. It's a real biggie to actually just start. And there are many reasons for that. I know about this, and some people think it's difficult. Some people think it's easy. The fact is, it's pretty tough for a lot of people. So I'm here to help you with that. I will encourage you to start. I will help you beat those psychological barriers, stop you from starting, and encourage you every step of the way. So that's number one. Just start. Sounds obvious, doesn't it? And yet, wow, it's tough. I've got a comment. I've got a comment from Anna in Colorado. Hello, Anna. Nice to have you here. I've got another couple of people as well, if you'd like to say hello. And Anna is going to be doing my masterclass. Anna's getting into writing at the moment, so that's pretty cool. How's it going, Anna? All right, I'm going to show you 2 more, then I'm going to show you the start of my masterclass promo page. The second of my creativity keys is, well, you know, we're worried about putting stuff out there, and we often say, well, you know, this isn't very good, but, or it could have been better, or I wish I'd had such and such a thing. Well, this is very dangerous, and it can stop you sharing. And one of the biggest fears is that it's not going to look as good as somebody else's, or even what we thought we could have done ourselves. This is number 2. Don't compare. Don't compare your work with anyone's. Don't make excuses for it. Just do it. Get it out there. Share it with pleasure. You don't have to say it's good. Certainly don't say it's bad. Most people make excuses for their work before anyone else can say anything bad about it. That says something, doesn't it? That really says something. Because when we create, we expose ourselves. Let me just take I'm a bit of a mug fan. I've got a small collection of fun mugs. And that's one of them, which is sort of apt for someone living in France. If you don't object to those stereotypes, the French eating frogs all the time, which they don't, of course. Anna says it's going well, excited about making progress today. I'm excited as well. I've seen 2 excited posts from you, Anna. That's wonderful. So number 2 is don't compare. Don't compare yourself with anyone. How can you? No one has lived your life. No one knows what's going on in your head. So there's no point comparing. It's a waste of time. You don't have anything to prove to anybody. Get going with your stuff. Get your story out there, and the world will be a better place for it. That's number 2. Number 3, before I show you this. Oh, a sneak preview. This is the masterclass promo page, which I'll be showing you in a second. Number 3, and these are kind of a surprise. I haven't seen them since last year. Well, this is a really, really fantastic one for getting going and making progress regularly. And I call it daily drips. What does that mean? It's very simple. And I could almost be giving away a big secret of the masterclass, except it's not quite that easy. But the point is, do a little bit every day, like drip, drip, drip. If you have a constant drip, tiny drips, well, after a few hours, you'll have filled up a bucket. And that's what we do. We do little and often. Little significant steps in the direction of your project with the support you need, the focus you need, and the regular checking to make sure everything's going well, the backup, the encouragement from people in your pods on the masterclass. So if you do a little bit every day, strangely enough, it will get done. Again, all of these are so obvious and so not necessarily easy. That's why I have the masterclass, because of the accompaniment that we all need. I say we all because guess what? I've had an idea for a creative project that I will be doing on the 9-week masterclass. I'm very excited about it. It came to me half an hour ago, and I'm absolutely excited about it. Do you say absolutely excited? Don't know. Absolutely thrilled. Yes, very excited. And I can't wait to get going. I'm absolutely excited about my own masterclass. So daily drips, little by little, regular and often, you finish it. You will finish it. There's, it can't happen any other way. You want to write a 365-page book. Guess how you could do that in a year? Okay. Right. Now I'm going to take a couple of minutes to show you the masterclass page, the first part of it. Here it is. And if you want to go to it, you can go to it here. infinitecreativitynow.com/create. It's an amazing 9-week masterclass on creativity, and it takes you from the very beginning to the very end. And by that, you have a mission. That mission is to create and finish. The expression with three Ds I use is, what is it? The last one is deliver, develop, design. So it's in the opposite way: design, develop, and deliver a creative project in 9 wonderful, exciting weeks. And let me get rid of this banner here. So, and there is I'm going to give you a bonus. There are bonuses. I'm going to give you the code for getting this for €100 off the early bird price. And that code, when you click on this button, it asks for a coupon code. And let me just show you that immediately. I can't do that. I can do it here. You click on any of these buttons, it goes to a form. And because you are watching this video, that means you are in my creative circles. And for that, I'm giving you €100 off the early bird price. So you just type friend in this box, friend, and it turns it from just under €500 to just under 200, which is an incredible savings. So let me just quickly show you the first part of this. So you get your creative project done in 9 fun weeks. Starts on Monday. And let me read the thing below. It says, are your ideas amazing, but you struggle to finish anything? In fact, you often struggle to even start anything. That was number 1, remember? Just start. And it's frustrating as heck. Join Dynamic Starter and Finisher. That's me, folks, Sam Will, to get your creative project done in 9 fun weeks. It's, I was going to say it's the best creative masterclass I've ever done. Okay, it's mine. There are other creative masterclasses which take different approaches. I've done a fantastic one for a couple of years, and it was very woolly. It was like, let your creative energy flow and, see what happens. We'll do a bit of this, a bit of that. If the ideas come, great. If they don't worry about it. If you thought you'd go in this direction, but you go in this direction, well, that's life, isn't it? You can't predict things. They are amazing. This masterclass is not that. This masterclass is the antidote to that, because as wonderful as that sort of masterclass is, and you end up creating a bit of stuff, it ultimately can be frustrating. This one, I want it to be the opposite of frustrating. I want you to commit to finishing a project in 9 weeks. So you don't come on the masterclass at the beginning with no idea. You have to come with an idea. It can be vague. It could be write a book, probably on this topic, but that's about all I've got. But at least you've got the topic of a book. You've got the idea of a book on a certain topic. Okay, it could be, you could have a photography exhibition in mind where you want to have about, 50 photographs, and your topic is nature. All right, that's all you've got, but at least you've got that. So it's not a good idea to come on this with no project. The first week is all about getting your project solidified, but you've still got to have a rough idea of what you want to do. So let me chug down a couple of pages. There should be a video here. I'm not sure if I've been having problems with embedding YouTube videos at the moment, as everyone has actually. So you complete a fantastic project and learn how to bring any creative idea to fruition 9 exciting weeks. Are you a frustrated genius with a great idea burning inside you? Okay, you can read all of this, okay? It's at infinitecreativitynow.com/create. But let me just quickly chug you through. You have a mission, okay? It's a kind of a gamified program. There's points, there's funny noises and explosions and celebrations when you finish units, and it's really great fun, and you're not left on your own. You have a mission statement, and this is it. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to become a creative and productive wizard as you define, develop, and deliver a fantastic, finished, imaginative project of your choice in 9 exciting weeks to your great satisfaction and your family's, friends, and colleagues' genuine admiration. I hope that sounds exciting to you, and you will commit to that when you come on the masterclass. If you want, you can click on this green button and it takes you down to a section. It should take you down to a section. Okay, it doesn't take you down to a section. Okay, all right, it should take you down to a section. Hang on, let me go to the top here. For me, let's see if this one works. Okay, that's nice. Are any of these working? That one's working. Okay. See if I can find that for me section. These are the bonuses. Yeah, okay, there it is. I have to fix that. Thanks for helping me spot that. The Infinite Creativity Now Masterclass is absolutely right for you if, and you see the very first line. I'm not going to read these. You can read these. You have a clear creative project you want to complete in 9 weeks. There's a whole bunch of really cool things, which I hope you identify with a few of them. And if you do, then this is for you. And here are some which show that it's not for you. I don't want you to come on the masterclass if it's not for you, if it's not what you're looking for. So, for example, the very first one is you have no idea what creative project to tackle. This masterclass is not for you at this time. All right. Let me just go up to the top again, and then I will quickly, very soon, give you 3 more of my creative keys to creativity. So it's a really nice page to read. When I create anything, even a promo page like this, I take time. I want there to be value in there. So this is really looking into the creative psyche. What is it about creativity that gives us this desire to create, and yet at the same time makes it so difficult to create? What's going on here? I look at this in these sections. My ideas are great, but I can't finish anything. We look into that. Let's destroy some false beliefs, such as to be creative, you need an official diploma. You need to have done a course with the word creativity in it. You need to be in the creative department of your company. You need years of experience. There's a list of these, and I destroy them. I don't agree with them. And the truth is far more exciting. You only need a couple of things. You need an openness to new possibilities and a lively imagination. You need basic tools that you've got in your home and for your craft. I mean, if you're into writing, you've probably got a pen and paper. If you're into, making recipes, you've probably got kitchen equipment. If you're an embroiderer, you've probably got the needles and the other things that you need. I've actually got 3 masterclasses. One is on writing, one is on photography, and one is on creativity itself. So in this creativity one, I can't tell you. I don't help you learn your craft. I help you get your project finished on the craft that you are already interested in. You can be learning as you do the masterclass. That's not a problem, but it's not me who's going to be teaching you. Whereas on the photography and writing masterclasses, I'm giving you specific photography and writing tools. So this is a very exciting masterclass because we have people doing all sorts of different things. It could be writing a movie script or a short book or a biography, stories, photography exhibition, starting to draw or paint. Honestly, I've had people doing all sorts of things. And that's really amazing. We get together once a week on Zoom and we see our projects grow over the 3 weeks. It's fantastic. And yeah, so the things you need for this are really, you've already got them. The everyday tools you already have in your home, office, or studio. And very important, this number 3, a desire to learn basic and advanced methods this for creating and producing through an exciting, fun approach. So this is about giving you the tools and the support to push through and get stuff done. Another comment, is it Anna again? This is, okay, I can't read that because I don't know, is someone on YouTube? Okay, sorry, but I don't understand that comment. If you can write me something in English, then I can reply to you. All right, so I'm going to go back to my 3 top tips, my 9 top tips, and give you number 4, 5, and 6. Here is number 4. Are you ready for this? I was going to say, it's another exciting one. I think they're all important. They're high level. They're the sort of the basis that you need to push forward and be a powerful creator and producer. So not just creating the ideas, but producing the thing that you want to produce in the end. And this one, number 4, is only success. Only success. I have eradicated the word failure, the F word, from my vocabulary. I'm not interested in it. It has no meaning. There are 2 options in my mind. Either you try something new, you start creating something. For me, this is success. Or you don't. Okay, you decide not to do anything. I'm not calling that failure. I'm calling it that you've done nothing. I know which one I prefer. I prefer when people take action and do things. And for me, that equals success. And failure doesn't interest me. I don't understand. I don't know what that means. If you're trying to ride a bike and you fall off it in the process, have you failed? Yeah, in a way, I guess. But how are you supposed to learn? It's not failing. It's learning that doing that thing didn't work, so you'll do something else. So only success is what I'm interested in. Every time you take action, you have succeeded. It's an absolutely phenomenally positive approach, and I don't accept. Of course, people will talk about failure. They'll be, upset that something didn't turn out the way it meant to. That's fine, but we'll reframe that. We will look on that as a very interesting learning experience. In fact, how can you progress if you don't try something and see what happens? So only success is vital. I think it's Anna saying you must practice. Yeah, practice and practice and practice. And you get better. If you don't practice, you don't get better. It's as simple as that. Number 5. Okay, this one, these are kind of random. I could have come up with 9 others, actually, being quite a creative chap. But I came up with these 9. And this is number 5. Think big. A lot of people will limit themselves either to thinking that they're not creative at all, or thinking that they'll do a little thing. I do think you can start with a little thing. And in fact, number 2, was it number 2? No, number 3 was daily drips. And drips are small. But don't limit yourself to small projects. Think of a big project, and that will pull you towards much more progress and much more success than you would have done if you'd imagined a small project. It's amazing what setting the bar high will make us reach for that high bar. And we'll get far higher than if we'd set a lower bar. So think big, be adventurous, and in fact, you'd be amazed how much you can get done. It's incredible what we can get done. If we just go for it, we have the support, and we don't give up, and we have the tools to do that. So number 5 is think big. Have a big, exciting project that really, fires you up, motivates you, inspires you, that you're excited to talk about with others, and so on. Number 6 is, now I'm not sure about this one, because as I said, I did these a year ago, and I have to remember what I meant. So this is it. Amuse yourself. Amuse yourself. Now, I think there are 2 points to this. One is basically enjoy what you're doing, and do it for you. Don't do it for other people. Do something that you are excited about. And don't worry about the others, because there will always be people. There are enough people in the world to be a few who like what you do and a few who don't. There's a lot of people in the world. And if you do something, especially if it's original, especially if you find it intriguing, you won't be alone. Others will find it intriguing. If you do something trying to please others, or because you think, that's what's a trend at the moment, whereas in fact you really wanted to do something else, it won't be as successful because you won't be as excited. So amuse yourself. Choose something that excites you first. And whoever likes it will like it, but at least your passion, your entire heart will be in what it is you produce. The other thing is, it says amuse yourself. Now, I'm not sure about this, but I think in the masterclass, at one point I talk about having a muse. This is my muse, the Lady Eiffel, I call it. And in fact, my daily writing and photography publishing on my Facebook page and on my website is called When Lady Eiffel Smiles. And I adopted the Eiffel Tower as my muse. Of course, it's a gimmick, but it's pretty cool. If you've got a muse to inspire you, then somehow you've got another team member. You can talk to it. You can have it with you, like in French, the comforter, the little animal that children have. I can't even remember what it's called, a teddy or something. In France, they call it a doudou, and it's a bit like a doudou. Your muse is something you can communicate with. You can pretend that it inspires you. I mean, if you choose something inspiring, it could be a magical stone, or for me, it's the Eiffel Tower, or it could be a picture of somebody inspiring. It could be, I don't know, Leonardo da Vinci. You can have a picture of him and he could be your muse. It doesn't really matter. But this is a really cool thing. Have a muse, and also amuse yourself. Do something that you like. That was number 6. I think it's Anna is saying trees. So trees inspire you, Anna. That's a wonderful thing, isn't it? Because it's natural. There's plenty of them. I remember at one point I was going out adopting trees, deciding that these trees were going to be mine, certain beautiful trees around Paris, with the idea that, the sobering idea that the trees will probably be there for longer than we are. So there's something about being in touch with nature in that way. Let me flip over to a couple of other pages on this. So the truth is far more exciting. You've got everything you need already. Now, this is actually 2 great trainings in one, this masterclass, because you learn everything I know about creativity and productivity. Well, not everything, but the most important things, the things that I would like you to try. I don't know what's going to work for you, but at least I will push you to try a few new things. And you're not alone. You're in great company. So you learn all about creativity and productivity, and then you know where to explore further from there. But also, you're doing your project. It's integrated. At the same time as learning about creativity, you're applying these techniques to your project. So it's not just theory, it's not just practical, it's both, and they work beautifully together. So the program is unique. You finish your impressive creative project and you master a powerful creativity and productivity system that you can use in the future with any other creative project. This is the program. Discover there are 5 modules. Module 1 is 1 week. Module 2 is 2 weeks. Then there's a break week. This is fantastic news. Everybody loves a break week. Then the middle module, module 3, is 3 weeks. It's the longest. Then there's a break week. Then there's module 4, which is 2 weeks, and module 5, which is 1 week. So it goes like this: 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week. And there's a break every 3 weeks. So there are 2 break weeks. This works very well. And in fact, the first module of 1 week is an introductory module. The last module, module 5, is a consolidating module. And the 3 in the middle are really the elementary, intermediate, and advanced parts of the course. I won't go into the details now, but hopefully you get the idea there. There are bonuses, and I might add others as we go along. An exclusive one-on-one coaching session with me, which is great. I think there's nothing like talking with someone with passion about your project. I'll talk with you about your project, and we can make sure that it unfolds as you would like it to. And I charge quite a bit of money for one-on-one sessions. I've been doing this for years and years now, so that's a great bonus. Pack your creator's toolbox. I'll be including a bunch of my creative stuff to get you on your way. And finally for now, but I think I've got another couple of bonuses that have occurred to me. Metaphors for a creative life from the city of light and shadow. And I'm creating metaphors based around my paintings and also based around Paris itself. And I will share these with you as I create them. Some are created already, of course. And personal contact is everything. So we have a pre-master, well, we have an introductory call to get together on the masterclass. We have a Facebook group. We have weekly Zoom calls, and we have a post-masterclass group call. So if you join before Monday, you can take part in the initial call to get to know the program, how the website works, and everything like that. We also, I didn't mention it here, we have pods. So as well as the weekly Zoom call, we have pods where you are together with 2 or 3 other people, and you support each other. And the pods change. After each break week, there's a new pod, which is wonderful. You get to know other people. That was the section where it says absolutely right for you if, not so right for you if. Meet your creativity coach, me. I'll just read the first sentence. I've been a passionate producer of stuff for as long as I can remember. I am devoting my life to this. This is my life's calling. I feel it, and I'm devoting myself to it, to creating and to helping others to be as creative as they would love to be. Why? Because I believe that for me, creativity is about life. It's the equivalent of living. When I create, I feel that I'm alive, and that's good enough for me. Of course, that might not be the case for you, or it might not be a way of looking at life that you want to look at life. That's fine, of course it is. But I'm just sharing that with you so that you know where I'm coming from. And okay, the only creativity course you'll ever need. I've been creating for decades. I'm over 35 years old actually, but I've been particularly creative in the last 35 years. And you bring your own project. So you come with your project. By the end of the masterclass, you'll have a wonderful finished project. If not, it's not the end of the world. You know, you don't fail if you don't do it in the 9 weeks. You can carry on. The masterclass doesn't disappear. You have access to all the videos, 3 videos a week, and a recording of the Zoom call with the coaching. So this is great. It's a certified experience product. In other words, it's designed to keep you going, to inspire you, to make sure that you manage to do what you want to do. And we have feedback. I'm going to go back to the last 3 of these things now. All right, so here we are. Number 7 is, this is a biggie for some people, real biggie. It's fear's fine. Fear's fine. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to be not sure about what you're doing. And in fact, it's almost necessary because we're stepping into the unknown, or if you like the cliche, we're stepping out of our comfort zone. And that's not always comfortable by definition. And yet we need to do that to grow. On your creative project, you'll be doing something you haven't done before. So that's stepping outside of your comfort zone. You're not doing what you've done before always. And that might be a bit scary, and that's fine. Be scared, but you're not alone. And because you're pushing yourself out into that unknown zone, you will do things that you haven't done before. And that's exciting. And you don't know what's going to happen. But I can tell you that when you take action, it's either what you would call successful, and you're very happy about it, or you learn from it. Remember, there's no F word, there's no failure, or you learn from it, and then you can move on again. You're always moving forward. So fear is fine. By the way, there's a bonus. There's a bonus number. So it's 9 plus 1. Number 8 is have fun. And fun is a big, big, big word in my life. I've got a website called Fun English Lessons. And fun is absolutely primordial to me. fundamental. I get my French words and English words mixed up sometimes. We probably do say primordial, but in French it's much more about an absolute basic condition of everything I do is to have fun. So having fun, enjoying it. Remember, it's not the end of the world if nothing exactly what you thought would happen doesn't happen. I saw this meme recently, and it was a meme. It was a picture of the entire galaxy, a huge, well, huge. It's not the word for it. It's impossible to imagine how big it is. Just a huge swirl of light and dust and planets and stars, and there was an arrow, and the caption said something like, "Don't worry so much about stuff. Don't get stressed. Remember, you are here." And in the middle of this huge whirl of, unimaginably huge space, there was an arrow pointing to some point, invisible point in the middle of all that. You are here. So it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter really what happens. So have a go, have fun, and make sure you're enjoying it at all times. No, you can't. There'll be times when you're not totally enjoying it. That's fine, but you get where I'm coming from. Number 9. Number 9. Well, do you remember number 1? Number 1 was just start. There could have been one in the middle, just keep going. We definitely have modules on keeping going. But can you guess what number 9 is? Well, number 9 is just finish. If starting is tough, finishing can be equally tough. Even when you're doing fine, even when the end is in sight, the end of the tunnel is approaching, there can be something really psychologically tough about finishing the darn thing. And that's, well, if you don't finish, you just don't, you think you failed, or you have got nothing to show to people, or you're embarrassed. So finishing is a skill. It's a technique. It's a method. It's a really useful thing to do if you want to get creative stuff out there. So that is definitely something to work on and to get over, get over yourself. And I hold your hand, and you're supported by yourself and the group, by me and the group and the process. You're motivated to keep taking those little steps. And one day you'll take another little step and you'll do it. It'll just be the daily step in your plan, but it'll be the last one, and you'll have done it. You'll have finished. So finishing is extremely important. I speak from experience here. I'm not saying I'm not good at this stuff, but I'm not saying that I'm necessarily as good as I would always like to be. And in the past, I've been a complete disaster. Terrible. Starting is good for me. I'm okay on starting. I have too many ideas. That's another problem. That's another thing to look at. When you have too many ideas and you're always starting something, you're always starting something, that means you're never finishing a lot of things. Just finish something and move on, and you will feel great about it. Okay, so I'm just going to finish with, I'll finish with number 10, the bonus one, and it's this. What happens when things don't go right? Well, this is my advice to you. Love problems. In other words, a problem has the solution in it. A problem is only a problem if you call it one. It could just be a tricky thing to resolve. Problems or obstacles are amazing. They move you forward because they make you think in new ways. And if you didn't have problems to solve, even the problem of how do I finish this project? How do I finish this book? That's a problem, isn't it? If you don't have problems, then you've got nothing. So love problems and redefine them. Don't call them problems. Call them the next challenge, and love them, because it means you're growing and moving forward. You need to look for problems because you're going to solve them. If you're not solving things, you're not creating anything. Even the problem of how am I going to put this paint on this picture? All right, I was having fun listening, but forgot to write down number 7, and now I'm not sure. What was number 7? Number 7 was fear's fine. Fear's fine. It's okay if you're a bit nervous about anything. Fear is okay. It's normal. And the thing to realize is that our fears are normally linked to primeval fears, like we have a fear response. And in the old days, it was about being eaten by saber-toothed tigers. And that's basically, it's linked to that. So whenever anything stressful happens in our lives, that primordial fear comes up. So but these days there aren't saber-toothed tigers. So it's way out of proportion to what the problem in front of us is. Like, oh, I don't know what color pen to choose. Oh my God, I'm going to have some primordial fear coming up, equivalent to maybe being eaten by a tiger. So we get mega stressed all the time for tiny things like missing our train. And that doesn't do us any good at all. So reframe fear and think of it as normal, but probably not to be taken as seriously as it wants to be taken. Thanks. You're welcome. Needed to remember that. Okay. And yeah, so the last one was love problems, which is a great one, I think. And I'm going to finish with a final look at this. Encourage anyone else, encourage your friends to come. If you are coming on the masterclass, you can bring your friends. You can bring 2 for the price of 1. So you can give them the special coupon code, which is FRIEND, when you go to any of these buttons here. You see, any of these bounty buttons here will take you to this page. Put the coupon code in as FRIEND. And it'll take you down, it'll knock €100 off the early bird price. The early bird price is already €200 off the full price. So that's finishing soon. So if you have a friend, try and get another friend, okay? So you can give the friend this really good deal with the coupon code FRIEND, but then you can bring another one for free. So either one pays that price and the other one is free, or if you like, you can ask me for another special code and I will give you 2 codes, which are each, I think it's for €99 each. But 2 of them have to come. You can't come one person for €99. And that's a really great deal, believe me. It's a huge course. It's the only, it's a massive course. It's my entire life's work on creativity. So, okay, we've got one more comment here. For me, it's endless planning, analysis paralysis. Yeah, there comes a point where you have to stop planning and start producing, for sure. So just to finish this, there are testimonials here. I've got a lot of testimonials, but I've only published 5 or 6, I think. People who did the course last year and who really enjoyed it. And I was just looking, 𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏 created a book. Rob created music. Christina created beautiful poems on her own images, just wonderful stuff. Who else do we have? Laurel got the entire outline for a book of story based on her life. Just fantastic stuff. Who's this last one here? Dorothy. Dorothy got into some amazing photograph compositions of her own work. Frequently asked questions are here. You can see all the stuff. What are the exact dates? How much time will I need? You do need quite a bit of time. There are 3 video trainings, which might be half an hour each per week. It's a masterclass. You are investing in a masterclass that is unlike any other on a topic which I haven't seen another masterclass like this. There can't be, because it's mine. That's what I say to you about your creativity. But still, even, I don't know, I just haven't seen them. I haven't seen a masterclass like this. That's kind of why I created it, because I wanted this one to exist. So yeah, you have to invest a bit of time, a few hours a week, I would say, but you're creating, right? That's what you're here for. So it's not like I'm telling you to do something you don't want to do. So you learn about creativity and then you create. So you probably need a few hours a week. Of course, you don't have to, because although I push you to finish your thing in 9 weeks, if you don't, you're adults. It's not the end of the world. You still have access to the course. It's fine. But the push is there to finish in 9 weeks. At least it's there. At least it's there. All right. And it starts on the 14th. That's on Monday. Please book up now if you haven't already. Tell your friends to book up as soon as possible. They can theoretically book after Monday. They can start in the first week. But obviously it's better if we all start together. And when it says coupon code early bird, because you're watching this because you're in my creative circles, my Facebook groups or something, you can have the coupon code friend, and that makes it 197. Okay, there's a personal success guarantee, which is not the demotivating have your money back. It's that I want people who want to create. I don't want people who want to test it and have their money back if, for some reason. I want you to come on this because you want to create, not give up again. So that my guarantee is simple. I will accompany you until you've created something that you are happy with. Okay, I'm here. This is my life's work. I'm not going anywhere. You have access to the entire course for as long as I'm around. So that's my guarantee. Once you're in, you're in. And action. Take action and you won't regret it. When you take action, great things happen. If you don't take action, I don't know. I don't know what will happen. Maybe something, maybe nothing, maybe not what you wanted. Taking action is always a great thing for things to change for the better. So grab your place on the course. If you have any questions, get in touch with me. It can be email sab@infinitecreativitynow.com, for example. And I will be doing this again and again. So I'll be doing it again tomorrow morning for me. Right now it's 2:00 in the morning. So that's what I do at 2:00 in the morning. Masterclasses on creativity. And I'll be doing another one after I've slept. Exactly the same. But if you want more, you want to ask questions, you want to bring friends, then I'll be doing that tomorrow morning or early afternoon. And I will do another one on Sunday evening for me, which if you're in the States would be Sunday afternoon maybe. And it's fun, you see. I'll be saying the same thing in a different way, maybe different stories, same stories, whatever. That's the way I go. All right, so it's Anna, I think, saying see you in the course. Yep, can't wait. And if you want to bring your friends, do it. Go for it. All right, so I have been, will be, Sab in Paris, welcoming you to creativity. If you're new to it, it can only be good if you take action and have fun. And I'll see you in another video in my creative groups or hopefully on the masterclass. Bye-bye for now.